computer now. Okay, so you have done that before with Zoom, probably. So it's recording. We have today Jaime, who is a marketing specialist in Koombea. It's pronounced Koombea?
Koombea.
Koombea.
Yeah.
And it's similar to your name. What is your name?
So my name is actually, oh, okay, no, so my name is actually in Spanish, it's Jaime, but many people call me Jaime. My last name is Vengoechea, which is a Spanish last name as well.
Okay. I thought it was more like Vengoechea. I thought it was more from the Eastern Europe, maybe, with the
So I can tell you a little bit about actually the name of Koombea, which is interesting. There's a Colombian dance and music style and rhythm called cumbia, but it's spelled as Cumbia, and that's the inspiration for our cumbia brand. So we basically spell it differently to be able to pronounce it in the same way in English that is in Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but your last name is pronounced similarly.
Vengoechea.
Chea, and it's Koombea. Okay, so
The E, yeah, the E sounds in the same way, like an E. Yeah, that's right.
So that's probably what they hired you. It was similar to the name of their company.
Not really. I hope they hired me because I'm a good marketer, but I am from Colombia originally.
Okay.
And the company, like our company is US based, but it also has a big operation in Colombia. It's where most of our developers are based. Yeah.
Oh,
And in Latin America.
Yeah. Latin America. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're probably bilingual, English and Colombian.
Yep, my first language is Spanish.
Spanish. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So you're happy to be in Canada, or it's hard?
No, I'm super happy to be in Canada. It's definitely different than Colombia and Latin America. But what I really like about Canada is that it's a multicultural and multinational.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So people who are Spanish too.
Yeah, it accepts people from every country. It's very open and very inclusive. So that's a really nice thing about Canada.
They definitely encourage immigration because it's a huge country that doesn't have enough people.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, I and there's a lot of similarities with the US, and I live in Toronto, which is very, very close to the US. So it pretty much feels like another city from the US.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the architecture is similar. Yeah, I went to Vancouver. It was like being in Seattle. It was the same kind of buildings, and they pretty much used almost the same architects. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Similar layout.
Yeah, and because of the location, the geographical location, so Seattle and LA and Vancouver are all should be pretty similar.
Yeah, so they probably hired same kind of architect or city planners or something like that. But what I like the most about Canada is the huge parks and lakes and its grandiose forests. So I went there like 200 miles from Vancouver. So anyway, you live in a beautiful country. Welcome to my program. Let's dive into the topic, which is you. You are the topic. So you are a specialist in marketing, and you specialize mostly in branding. Is that it?
So my job title is Growth Marketing Manager. My main responsibility is to help our company Koombea to grow, basically, and that involves different ends. So my main goal is to help attract leads for our company to create new business. So it's a lot about creating brand awareness, getting the world to know who Koombea is, what we do, and we target mainly startups and mid-market enterprises. So basically, any company that needs to create something new in terms of software, any custom software development, we can do it. So my job at this company is basically uh, helping two parts come together, get people and companies to know us and to know what we do and know how we are, how good we are at doing software development, and yeah, putting them in front of our people so that we can get the conversation started, and hopefully be able to help those companies create the digital products that they dream of, right? I also am part of supporting the recruiting side of it, because of course, every time that we get new business, we still need to hire and have enough talent to be able to create those projects or work on those projects. So that's another end of it, trying to create brand awareness in Latin America, where we hire. Um, so we're very active in social media, for example. So just last week we were at TechCrunch in San Francisco, where we were able to meet a lot of startups that
San
have the
Francisco?
needs. Yeah,
That's great.
we were in San
That,
Francisco last week
oh,
with the team, and it was a great experience because we were able to be in person and talk to startups in person, which we usually focus more on digital marketing. But after COVID and everything, now everything seems to be kind of back to uh, quote unquote normal. And yeah, we were able to go in person and meet people, talk to them, see the reaction on how people really like what we do, our brand, and it was a really nice experience for us.
would you say there's something special or different about your agency, or is it pretty much standard marketing agency? Oh, it's
Yeah,
not a
so
marketing
it's
agency.
yeah,
It's a
it's not marketing.
software
Like my
agency.
role is in marketing, but the company is doesn't offer any marketing. We just do software development. Yeah, definitely there are a few things that makes us different. Since I'm in marketing, I have the opportunity to talk with some of our clients to get testimonials. And what our clients typically say is that they feel like we become their actual partner, like we become part of their own team, and it's not like some companies or some agencies just focus on developing whatever they ask them to do. We don't do just that. We question, like we get to understand what the business is about. We get to understand what are the challenges, and we question the solutions that they are asking us to build. Like, why do you want to build this? Like, is this the right thing for you to build it? And maybe it's not. Maybe we can come up with a better solution. So that's one of the biggest things that differentiates us, I believe. The other one, well, depends on with whom you compare, but many companies in the US are hiring offshore developers in countries like India, yeah, like on the other side of the world, and that brings some challenges for companies in terms of time zone, especially in terms of communication, um, and they can get cheaper rates, but probably not as experienced developers. So that brings me to the other one. We hire only like senior developers with a lot of experience, and that makes a difference. Like people that hire us, they know that we can that they will be dealing with highly skilled developers, and all of our developers, even though if they are in Latin America, they all speak English, which if you combine all of that is very convenient. Um, we also don't just offer developers because we have different teams inside our company with different expertises that are very relevant to any digital product development project. So, for example, we have a team called quality assurance or QA that ensures that everything is done correctly. We have UX UI designers, which are in charge of building the interface of what we're going to do. We also have project managers that handle the projects. We have backend and front-end developers. We have a security team. We have a DevOps team. Like all of these are very technical stuff. But yeah, my point is like we have a lot of different professionals around this. We even have business analysts that help from the start any business to help bring their ideas together in a better way, so that we can actually build a solution that's going to be helpful for their business.
Okay, but you mentioned at the beginning that some of your team members are in Colombia.
Yep, that's right.
So they understand Spanish, and therefore you have a lot of Spanish customers?
So we do have Spanish-speaking customers, but we focus mostly on the US, right? So most of our clients, probably more than 90% of our clients, are US-based.
They are
Again,
startups
like,
or startups?
yeah, startups mainly, also mid-market enterprises. But yeah, we nowadays we're a completely remote team in America. So we have people in the US, I'm in Canada, and we have developers in Central America, in South America, Mexico, Argentina, Chile, Brazil, Dominican Republic, like everywhere, and most of them are in Colombia.
Mm-hmm. But behind you, a lot of empty seats. Are they working from home?
Yep, they're working from. No, this is actually a background from our office. It's not a real.
It's
It's not
not
a
real.
real office.
It's not a real.
Yeah, it's a photo, but this is a photo of our office.
Okay. Okay.
So nowadays we have an optional kind of hybrid model. So anyone that lives in our hometown city, which is Barranquilla in Colombia, they can go to the office, or they can stay at home working if they like. And so, yeah, there's some people that like going to the office. There's some people that like staying at home.
Okay, so you located in Toronto, Canada,
Yeah,
and this is your actual office, or this is the office in Colombia?
correct. Yeah, I'm in my home office right now.
Okay, okay, so this is the Colombia office.
Yeah, the photo in the background is the Colombia office, correct.
Okay, sounds
That
good.
it's the actual office, yeah. I typically work from home, or I also have a WeWork space that I use like a couple of days per week.
Oh, okay, okay, sounds good. So you have a couple friends in Canada, or a couple coworkers in Canada?
Not really. I'm actually the only one in Canada, to be
Oh,
honest.
oh,
Yeah, I'm the only one from the company in Canada right now.
oh,
So,
that is tough on you. Your family's in Colombia, right?
yeah, but my wife is here with me, so yeah,
So
and
that
we have some friends as well in personal life. Yeah,
oh, okay, so you have your wife supports you emotionally and everything. So
yeah,
that
and my cat.
you have a cat. Okay,
I have
so
a cat.
you were trained as a marketing specialist in Colombia.
Well, my story started in Colombia. I went to university for marketing and advertising. Then I traveled to Australia, to Sydney, and I got my master's degree of commerce and marketing. Then I went back to Colombia, and I lived in the capital city in Bogota, working in advertising, different advertising agencies. That was like the first part of my career. And then I went to New York actually and got a digital marketing certificate from NYU.
Oh,
And because I've always been interested in technology, and that was like the best way that I could match my previous studies, my previous experience into something more technological. And I got my skills in digital marketing in that moment. That was around 2016. And after that, I got this opportunity at Koombea, which puts together everything that I like, which is digital marketing and technology, building like software. So it felt like it was
a good
the
match.
right place for me to be. Yeah, it's a really good match for me.
Okay, so you know how to do software as well.
No, I don't know. I would like to, but I don't know how to program.
Or you don't?
I
Okay.
just no,
You
I don't
just
know yet.
you know how to talk about it.
Yeah, I've learned how to talk about it. I know what our team does. Obviously, all of our marketing is very oriented towards technical stuff, so I understand a lot of it, but I don't know how to program or code.
Okay, so you talk to the team members to see what they would like to promote.
Yeah, we do a lot of research. So I'm the head of the marketing team. We have different people with different skills. So, for example, there's people that their job is to research the internet, and we have a bunch of different tools, digital tools, to understand what people are looking for on the internet, what topics are trending, and we match that with our internal team of operations team that are the guys that actually build the stuff. So yeah, we have to understand both sides, like the market, and at the same time what we do and our capability. So we have to kind of match that in order to communicate properly.
Oh yeah, so you have an analyst, then they tell you what they would like you to promote.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
we have specialists in different areas. So we have like an SEO specialist, we have a digital marketing specialist, we have a team of sales development representatives, we have creative people, content people, designers, like and developers. So yeah, depending on every specific task that we need to do,
Okay,
or
that sounds good.
and
So the
yeah,
company is based in Colombia and operates in many countries.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah, and how long
correct.
have there been doing what they're doing, whatever they're doing?
Yeah, so the company's been in the market for 16 years. We're about to celebrate our 16th anniversary. So since 2007, we started. Yeah,
So
so
you got in.
already many years.
So yeah, so you got in while the startup started booming, and you did good to come San Francisco. We have a lot of startups here.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very good fit for us because that's what we have the most experience with. We're very good into building specifically mobile apps. Not just that, but that we're very good at. And usually startups, they are in the need to start building either an MVP, which is a minimum viable product, or their first mobile app. So it's a very good match with what we offer.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So give me maybe let's say I have an app and I won't come to you. I would come to the manager in Colombia and say I want to build an app, and uh, and then they would go to you to promote it after it's done. Correct?
Um, Not quite. So our our virtual office is our website, So that's the point of contact with our prospects or clients. If someone like you would like to build an app, you'll go to our website and just fill out a form. I want to build this type of app,
Yeah.
and then it would go to our sales team, and they will read your requirements and try to meet with you, right, and get to understand better, and that's what we
Mhm.
call a discovery call.
Okay, and
So
then
that's how it works, and then we start like breaking down the requirements into the more specific things that you guys want to build, and once we understand that, we're gonna give you an estimate on how much the project is gonna cost. Then we go to a contract stage, and once it's agreed, the project goes into the hands of the operations team, which are the software developers, the designers, the project manager, like everyone that you will need on your project. It's a team that we assemble for you, and then the relationship gets moved to account management. So a person from our account management team is going to be handling the relationship basically, and that's how it
okay,
works.
customer relation. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
is there so there is no language barrier they are based in Colombia. They all speak English there.
Not at all. Like you are gonna find people like me. I'm Spanish speaker, but I speak English.
Okay.
So it's not their native English, it's not their native language English, but they all speak. They can communicate very properly in English.
Typically, you go with companies of how much revenue, starting at 100,000 revenue, 1 million revenue. Do you look at the revenue of the company before you accept the company?
Not necessarily. We do use it for like segmenting and targeting, but many startups that we talk to, they still don't have funds. Obviously, to hire us, they need the funding, and these type of projects are not cheap. To build an app, it requires a lot of development hours, so we have to pay our developers. That means that if you wanna build a very simple app, you still need to
Have
have
a
at
minimum
least like
amount of money.
yeah, like $50,000. Like you're not gonna be able to build much like below that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the funding is important part, but we still talk to startups even if they're not funded yet. We can help them, guide them. We also have some workshops if they are in like a very initial stages of their company, and we can help them with the ideation and the strategy behind the app.
Oh, sounds good. And you have to decide whether the idea is good, right?
Yeah, well, that's not really for us to decide. If the founder, the person behind it, is very convinced that it's gonna work, like we're gonna make it work. But we are gonna give them our honest advice on it for sure.
Okay. So let's talk about what you do on your end. So you take the project, you look at it, and you try to target the most likely to use the software, correct, or the app. You start to target the people who would most likely use the app.
So you mean specifically for my position?
Yeah.
No, so because I only focus on doing marketing for Koombea as a company, I don't really get
Oh,
involved
for
in the
Koombea.
apps.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. You don't market the app itself.
Correct. We don't market the apps unless it's own product from Koombea. So we don't offer marketing as a service. I just do marketing for ourselves. So everything that I do and everything that my team does is to help bring new business for Koombea.
Okay, so Koombea does all industry across the board. They don't specifically target one industry.
Yeah, we do target several industries. However, that doesn't mean that we cannot work with other industries, but we typically focus mostly on the financial sector, so fintechs,
Okay.
also healthcare or medtech as well, retail. So we do a lot of e-commerce. So if a retail shop needs someone to help them build their e-commerce or online store, we can do that. We have very strong and relevant partnerships. We are, for example, Shopify Plus partners. Shopify is a platform very
Commerce.
widely known, used for building e-commerce sites. We're
Yeah.
also Stripe partners, that it's a payment gateway, so that also is strong. And so yeah, those three industries are mainly. We also do Internet of Things, IoT, and anything high tech. So anything that has to do with AI, artificial intelligence, or machine learning, or virtual reality, augmented reality, all those type of things we can also do.
So why would someone who has an e-commerce store using Shopify build an extra app? Shopify
Okay,
provide
yeah,
the app.
that's a good question. So not necessarily they will need to build an app, but if someone that has a Shopify store, they might have different needs. So for instance, when you have a store, you typically manage an inventory, right? So many stores have a physical store and an online store. So to handle an inventory that it's very well integrated, you need some type of integration between those systems. So it might be someone that comes to us just because they need to build an integration. That could be a case. Another case would be Shopify has their own templates, like their own designs, but you can decide to build a custom template that is not the design that Shopify provides. You want to do something very specific for your brand, for your business, we can do that. We can build a custom
Style.
custom design for the template. It could also be the case that they need to scale. So sometimes you start with a smart product or a small store and you do it on your own, but then when you become bigger and you have to manage more products, it becomes harder and you need an expert to help you to kind of like organizing and build custom stuff for it. So there's where we can do. And we can also build a store from scratch. Like from the beginning, we can do that as well.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Sounds like
Yeah.
good. And your role as a marketer is to let the word out for Koombea.
Yeah, exactly. My job is to make sure that people know about Koombea, of the great work that we do, and that they can come to us and rely on our expertise to build their digital products.
Okay, well, that's good news because this airs in San Francisco, Channel 29. So I'm glad you were here last week. Too bad I didn't meet you in person. Maybe next time.
Yeah,
Dreamforce.
for sure.
Oh, yeah. And Dreamforce was the week before. I don't know
Yep.
if you signed up for their online stream that was free.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed it because we were very busy getting everything together and prepare for TechCrunch. But I heard that it was the previous week.
Yeah, but you can still watch it online. It's still being streamed for free. But about making connection, it's a good place also.
Awesome. Yeah, I will probably do that. I'm gonna check it out
next year. All right, it was fun to talk to you. So hopefully I'll meet you and we'll get the word out. So I have the name of your company here, Koombea, is a BEA, right?
Yeah, it's Koombea, Koombea with double O.
Koombea.
Yeah, I can send you the link through the chat and you can check us out. You can, if you want to share the link with someone that you
I'll
think
put it
could
below you.
like
I'll put it below your interview. Koombea. Okay. So it was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll talk again, I'm sure. Thank you.
No, it's very nice meeting you. Thank you for your time. If you can share anything before you decide to publish, like to see where you're gonna publish it and
It
just
will
to
be
check it.
published on Channel 29 because they air in San Francisco and online. Channel 29 San Francisco, and I will air it also on my show.
But are you gonna do it like without any editing, just what we just talked?
Yeah, I don't have time to edit, but yeah, I don't think you said anything bad about your company, so you're safe.
No, yeah, I know, but yeah, we usually review internally anything that's gonna go out. Like I haven't told my team, like, hey, I'm gonna be in an interview. I didn't know it was gonna be like
No,
an interview.
it's just a local show here in San Francisco. That's why Anita was on the show 2 weeks ago. So I don't know how you know her, but she is a very good connector, and she referred to 2 people in 1 week already.
Awesome. Yeah, we met there. She went to our booth, so we had a conversation, and she told me like, hey, you should meet my friend.
Oh, really? She's nice. Yeah. She even invited me to a networking event, and it was very good. It was sponsored by L'Oreal for France, and it was an event to present the top finalists in ecology startups. So it was very good. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm sure you'll watch maybe that event online, and look forward to meet you one day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your time. We'll chat soon.
Okay, thank you.